Well, tonight we've got a triple header. Our guest is a music maker, an evangelist, and a shrewd political observer. His name, Larry Gatlin. That's right, the famous Larry Gatlin. You may know him as the man in the middle of this picture. Along with his brothers Steve and Rudy, Larry's been making wonderful music for quite a few decades, 6 decades to be exact. Now, I'm not going to list all the awards that the Gatlin brothers have won because we'd run out of time, but take my word for it. They've got all of them that count. They're stalwarts of the Grand Ole Opry. They've played every important venue from the White House to Carnegie Hall and Radio City Music Hall. But their roots are in Texas and Tennessee, and their hearts just beat old-fashioned good country music. Welcome, Larry Gatlin. It's great to see you. And I don't think a lot of people know that apart from your music career, you are quite a serious student of the Bible and how it applies to our lives every day.
Well, first of all, hello, my dear friend. I love you. I'm grateful for you and you and Miss Janet, and the fact that you're going to be, Moses and Joshua were busy, so you're a new ambassador to Israel. So that's great. Well, our mama and daddy and grandmother and grandfather, Papa and Granny Dawn, they raised us in the Word. They raised us in the Word, in the Bible itself, and those old gospel songs that were in the old Stamps, Baxter Music books that they sent out 2 of them every year. So those wonderful gospel songs that we had, and we used to go to Sunday school and do our memory verses, and you got a gold star if you did your memory. So I can quote a bunch of it. I'm probably better at quoting it than I am living it all the time, but I'm doing the best I can. And when you don't have anything else to go, you can stand on the Word. You don't have to understand all of it. I don't, but that book also says that he will give you the knowledge and the discernments. Things as the Spirit are spiritually discerned. So when you find something that your wife can't help you with, your preacher can't help you with, your brothers, when the Wall Street Journal can't help you, go in there where, all things, are good to them that love the Lord. So I'm grateful to Mother and Daddy and Granny and Papa for grounding us in the Word of God.
Not all that glitters is gold. You've heard that old expression before, and it's true. There are a lot of things that glitter, and they're not gold. Why do we even say that? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because gold really does have value. A lot of things, it's just show. But gold, well, it holds its value no matter what happens to the dollar, what happens in inflation. Gold has real value. Always has, always will. That's why I buy gold and silver from the good folks at American Hartford Gold. They're the one and only precious metals company that I buy from, that I recommend, and that I trust. I hope you'll call American Hartford Gold or text them and request a free no-strings-attached gold and silver information kit. When you do that, you can learn how to protect your own nest egg with a tax-advantaged gold IRA. And if you call now, you can get up to $15,000 of free silver on qualifying purchases. Call them at 844-417-1010 or text Mike to 998899 for a free information kit from American Hartford Gold. In addition to loving the Bible, Larry, you and I have known each other a long time. We've traveled to Israel. Well, I want to talk about that in a little while. But you love this country. There's never been a doubt in my mind but that you, your brothers, are true patriots. You love America. What is it about America that causes you to want to sing about it, talk about it, and celebrate it?
Well, America is probably one of the very few countries in America or in the world that you can stand in the middle of the street and burn a flag and not get thrown in jail. You can talk bad about it and vilify it and say all the horrible things about it that you want to, and burn. Well, maybe they'll start putting people in jail who tear up other people's property, but where you are free to speak your mind and live your religious beliefs. And I mean, you and I have been pretty much, tell people I've been all over the known world in parts of Wisconsin, and I've never seen, there's never been any place like this. So to be able to go make a living for my family with the abilities and the talents that God has given Steve and Rudy and me, and just to know that there's not some stormtrooper going to kick my door in and take my Bible or take my Remington 1911 45 automatic or take my wife and kids, that the man's house is his castle, and the Constitution and the people who fought for it. And, I do love it. Mike, I'll tell you this. One of the true regrets of my life is that I didn't serve this great country in the military. Every time you see those men and women marching in the video footage of them really putting their lives on the line, I have that little twinge of regret. I was draft number 296 during the Vietnam War. I was in the first draft lottery, and my birthday, May 2nd, was number 296. Well, they only took about the first 100 people. So that's why that Steve and Rudy, neither one of us had to go. They had student deferments. Their numbers were low. And we try to go to every USO, Air Force band, the different organizations, NGOs that have taken us to Bosnia and Japan, China. We've been all over. So we try to do that, and that's not like getting shot at. Well, we kind of got shot at once in Somalia, unlike some other famous person who said she got shot at and she wasn't anywhere close. And even a new guy. But anyway, he's to the dustbin of history anyway, Mr. Walls. But grateful for that, and gratefully go and sing for those troops. And a lot of those young soldiers and airmen, Marines, they don't know who the Gatlin brothers are. They're 19 and 20. We were big stars when their grandmother was in first grade. But for somebody to come from home and sing for them, just that you came from home, it means something to them. And to see their faces light up, and it's a great blessing. I do love this country. I do love this country.